Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Swift takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That good for 22 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Try to punch it in with Smith. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And oh, it's blocked. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Get ready. Get ready.
2nd and 3. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. After 1, our score 9-6.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready. Go to base. 55. Hey, eat. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 84 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Any day. 40 wants the mic. 40 wants the mic. He can't hang. Off. Watch out. Watch.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
That's going to be a long day. Check 50. Check 50. Check. Forward. Crouch. Line of rope.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
In a fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the one.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the... at the 24-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 76 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hey, you're on an island. Check, 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 check. Shit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Let's get it.
It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 40. Let's go deep, tighten up.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Check 55, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch the slant.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
It's our time. It's our time.
On third down, Swift. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10.
A first down carry for Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second and 13. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
40 wants the mic. 40 wants the mic. Check, check, check.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He gets it to Cooks. Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. On first down, Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit, as his guys are in for 6. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and that will get them 1 closer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 19-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands Lions again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Fielded at the 33. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
31 yards there and a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Smith. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use use him as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And Watson's going to throw it here. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown, 84 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check that.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay. And now it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head